Hey guys, it's your girl Foxy here and thanks for tuning in. So today I really wanted to talk about my experience with my two pregnancies. As you all know, or you may know based on the previous video, that I have a daughter, a 4-year-old daughter. She is truly my life. I love her so much. But her pregnancy honestly was like a dream. And I really would not have known unless I'm going through what I'm going through now with this pregnancy. So with Noella, at the time we got pregnant, I got pregnant around I think I was 17 at the time. So you know, when you're 17, your body's pretty much ready to be making babies. You know, it's fit, everything's just great. You're super duper fertile. So we got pregnant, and it was awesome. She was the greatest gift ever. When my husband and I found out that we were pregnant, we were very, very happy. And so we really didn't know. I didn't completely understand what pregnancy involves. You know, I had been staying at a time before I got pregnant. I was staying with my sister-in-law, my brother, and I was with her throughout her pregnancy. But you know, you don't know until you experience it yourself. You know, yes, I'd see her getting sick and mourning and that, but it was like, oh yeah, whatever. Until I went through it, and then it was just like a mess. I think we found out I was pregnant when I was 4 or 5 weeks in pregnancy, and then 3 weeks afterwards, I remember that's when the morning sickness kicked in, and it was just a shock to the system because I was still going to uni at the time. And so I had to wake up really early for lectures and everything, and every morning, guys, I would wake up and I would vomit every morning. Sometimes I wouldn't even have breakfast because it would just put me off. So that was my journey with Noella. It lasted about, the vomiting was every day, and it was every morning, pretty much around the same time actually, and it lasted about 3 weeks, I think, maximum 3 weeks. So I probably started my morning sickness when I was 8 weeks pregnant, and then by the time I was 12 weeks pregnant, it was over. So it really was in that first trimester, which some women experience, and then some women experience morning sickness throughout their whole 40 weeks of pregnancy, which is quite sad. I would hate to experience that, but I guess it's part of being woman, you know. Anyway, so we went through the morning sickness, and then I remember there were times when I'd be craving something. I'm like, oh my god, I want pizza, I want fries, I want tomato sauce, and all these things. I want ribs, and then when they give them to you, like my poor husband will go get all these things, and once they're there, I'm like, oh, actually I don't feel like it anymore. I don't want to have it. And even if I try to force myself to eat it, I would end up vomiting. So you really, in that first trimester, the first 12 weeks, from my experience, I was really controlled by my cravings. I couldn't eat anything that I was not feeling like eating, or if I'm smelling food in the process of being cooked, and then you're gonna come give it to me, no, I wasn't gonna eat it. You know, I was very sensitive to smells, and obviously these are all hormonal changes, and most women experience it. Some women have like really good pregnancies. Some women are like, no morning sickness, no painful contractions, baby just slipped out and it was great. And so that's awesome. If you're like that, then that's fantastic, honey. You enjoy that, because some of us, no, it's not happening. But in saying that, by the time I hit my second trimester with my daughter, it was like honeymoon stage. It was the best. You know, I really didn't have any issues apart from a personal health issue that I have that won't affect other women. But it put a strain on my pregnancy towards the end of my second trimester. And then I remember the third trimester, that was only for around 3 weeks. I remember the third trimester was great too. It was the typical stuff. I remember the main thing with my daughter's pregnancy is that my shins would hurt. Towards the end of the third trimester, I couldn't stand for longer than 15 minutes, or else my shins felt like they were gonna snap. So the shin splints were really bad. But besides that, no back pain, it was just so great. That pregnancy was really good. And I really wish I enjoyed it a lot more than I did, because now with this baby, we're sitting on 31 weeks and 2 days. So it's getting really close. I really cannot wait. I'm so excited. But now with this baby, everything's different. Everything is just different. When we found out we were pregnant, it was literally 2 weeks afterwards the sickness kicked in. And it wasn't vomiting. I probably vomited 3 times, and they were light vomits. It wasn't like a full-on vomit. 3 times, and it was mostly in the evening. But you guys, the morning sickness was like, you know when you have a hangover and the alcohol is just sitting here, like if you've had like a good night, and you just feel like I just need to puke it out, but you can't puke it out. It's not happening. You can't eat. Everything is just all over the place. You're a mess. You don't have an appetite for anything. That's how it was right up until 16 weeks of pregnancy. So with this pregnancy, I don't think, yes, I wasn't vomiting, but I wouldn't want another person to experience that. The feeling of nausea, the constant feeling of wanting to vomit and you can't. And I would have it throughout the whole day. So that was my experience. And obviously by the time we got to the 16th week, it was over. But that meant, I couldn't eat as much, or I couldn't eat whatever. Oh, actually, I wasn't so much controlled by my cravings, but I did want ribs. I had a thing with meat. But I wasn't so much controlled by that. So if I ate something that I wasn't craving, I wouldn't vomit or anything. I was fine. But that feeling of being sick is worse than actually vomiting. I prefer what I experienced the first pregnancy. But in saying that, a baby is a blessing, regardless. And whatever you experience through your pregnancy, in the end, it's worth it, So that was fine. And so first trimester morning sickness, how to deal with it. So the first tip that I got was always eat. Keep eating and stay hydrated, especially if you're going to be vomiting. Stay hydrated. Drink lots of water. Drink. I know that it helped when I put cucumbers in my water, or lemon, or whatever it is, just to give it some flavor. And the third thing, I didn't even know this, you guys. So thanks to Tafa from this lady I met at work. She told me, Priscilla, with feeling ill, your morning sickness, all you can do is just leave some crackers in the side of your bed. So before you get up in the morning, just chew on a cracker or something. So I tried it and it worked. You don't feel sick for that morning. It comes back, but at least you're gonna get ready for work or wherever you're going. You're gonna get ready in comfort. So I tried that, and I know another lady told me eat toast. So I have dry toast, and it does something. I don't know, it worked for me, but you can try it if you're struggling with your morning sickness. But yeah, first trimester is it's interesting. It's all happening in the first trimester. But yeah, those are the 3 things that really helped me: drinking a lot, eating, making sure that I'm full of energy, that I have a lot of energy, and the third one, the crackers. Apart from that, nothing else can help you with morning sickness, I tell you. I mean, you can find what works for you, but nothing else worked for me. I guess you just gotta endure it, and it for most women, it only lasts those first 12 weeks, or just over 12 weeks, in my case. But it is all worth it. So I will do another video on things that you need to look out for your second trimester, and things that I experienced in my second trimester, and obviously the third trimester. I'll try and make these videos quickly before I give birth. But yes, I hope these tips were useful for you guys, and hopefully sharing my little experience will also help you along your experience, and you're not alone. And the mood swings in the first trimester, I think mood swings kicked in for me the second trimester, but I know a lot of women experience in the first, because your hormones are just all over the place. And it's normal, it's okay. You just be with it, be in that moment, experience it, and you'll be good. You will be good. So hope this helped you guys. I'll see you again in another video. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye. Mwah.